Hey guys, it's Adam from BB Barbecue. Welcome back to my channel. On today's episode, we've got a new addition to the grill family here. We've got an Old Country Barbecue Pits Pecos that I picked up on Facebook Marketplace. Come on in and let's see what we're working with.
BB Barbecue will pull your pork. BB Barbecue, you'll eat your fork. BB Barbecue, it'll fill your gut. BB Barbecue will smoke your blast.
So as you can see, we've got a lot of rust on the firebox. We're going to take care of that. And let's open this up. As you can see, we've got a little bit of grass growing in there. I'm not sure what that is. So we'll slide this out. This is your cowboy grate here. Set that off to the side. So as you can see, I don't know what's going on in there. It looks like a little habitat for a hamster or something like that, but we're going to get all that taken care of. We're going to grind the sides off. We're going to get all of this mess out of here and make it look brand new. So we'll slide that grate back in. If she's rusty, we're going to take an angle grinder to all this, get all of this rust knocked down, even up here. So we'll shut that for right now. We've greased all the hinges, and I've actually grinded a little bit of rust off of this surface so far. So let's take a look at the cook chamber here. As you can see, we've got a little bit going on the grates here, but that's all right. We can knock all that off, no problem. So I'm going to clean this thing down. Let's pull this grate out and take a look in the inside, see what we're working with here. So the inside of the cook chamber actually does not look that bad. So there's a lot of grit and grime down here. I'm just going to take a paint scraper and scrape all of that off and get it out with a shop vac or something like that. So other than that, I plan on taking off this baffle plate here, as you can see, because you don't really need this. In my mind, I want that heat to rise up instantly and cascade over the top of your meat. But we'll hit that. It has some tack welds right here and right here, so we can get that off pretty easy there. So I can get under it and clean it. But other than that, the main body looks pretty good. There's no weak spots in the metal or anything like that. So we should be able to restore this thing back to its former glory, so then we can make some nice briskets on it. There we go. Alright, so these are some of the tools we're going to be using. This is a battery powered angle grinder, and right now it has that wire wheel on it, and then we have a grinding disc and then 2 flap discs right here for sanding. We've got an N95 mask so we don't breathe in any kind of dirt or smoke. Some glasses so no rusty metal flies into your eye. Got some gloves, that paint scraper for the grease, and then my favorite grill cleaner from Sam's Club. This is an awesome grill cleaner. It gets rid of all the grease. Alright guys, I'm going to get some fuel in me. Let's get to cleaning this thing. Alright guys, so it's day 2 of the restoration. As you can see, it's looking a lot better. We've cleaned up most of this cook chamber. We've got a lot of dirt left in the firebox here, but I'm going to hit that with some soap and water today. I've got my pressure washer, and we'll clean that up. I'm going to hit it with a grinder a little bit more, but other than that, we're getting pretty close here. Yeah. Sorry, I was like, what is he trying to do? Alright guys, so we have hit this thing with soap, water, pressure washer, you name it. So let's take a look and see what we're looking like on the inside of this and the inside of the firebox, and then see what we need to do. Alright, so the inside of the firebox is looking really nice. I'm going to hit it with a wire brush to get this extra little stuff off. Probably the next thing we're going to do is take off this baffle plate. I'm going to take a grinder and cut right there, and then cut on the inside, and it should come right off. It's just a thin piece of metal. So other than that, we're just going to keep at this thing. All right, guys, day 3, and we're going to check on this grill, see how we did. We cleaned it up really nice. It looks like a brand new grill. All right, so with the grates, I just used a flat disc on the angle grinder just to grind off any kind of extra food or rust that was on there. So we can pull that out. And then we cleaned that firebox really nicely. Don't worry about that surface rust on there because the fire is going to be in there, but also we're going to hit it with some PAM, and that should take care of all of that. So, and then the top looks 10 times better. And then the outside looks really nice. So we're going to spray PAM on the inside and the outside of the firebox. So we'll take a look at this door. Just changed out the bolts with something that's stainless steel so it won't rust. Just like that. That works great. All right, now we're looking at the cook chamber here. I did the same thing with this grate. Cleaned it up really nice. So we'll pull that out. Then we're going to hit everything with PAM. Just because that canola oil really protects the metal. Cleaned it up so nice you can see the serial number in the back of the grill there. Took that baffle plate off. Everything's looking nice and clean in here. We're going to hit that all with canola oil with PAM. Same with the top. The top looks 10 times better. We got all that grease and rust off of it. So let's take a look at the outside. Looking really good. It's going to have a nice sheen to it with that oil. And then let's take a look at this painted tabletop. Looks great. Looks brand new. So in the bottom I hit with high temp black paint. All the bottom legs, the wheels, the bottom shelf. Then let's look at our exhaust stack here. I hit that with some paint, but I'm also going to hit that with a little bit of the oil as well. So I plan on adding a stack extension, which you'll see when we burn it in. I'm going to add a 24-inch stack extension. It's just a stove pipe that I got from Lowe's. Guys, we're going to hit this thing inside and out with oil. Let's go ahead and start a fire and get it seasoned. So we've been letting this go for 6 hours with a really, really hot fire. So it hit 400 for a couple of hours in the cook chamber, and that's what we wanted because it caused that PAM to totally seal that metal. So let's take a look and see how we did. All right, so at the end of day 3 here, you cannot see any of the rust. It's totally been sealed. Let's take a look in the firebox. It's looking basically brand new. We got a lot of ash down there from burning that wood, but that grate looks perfect. Everything has a nice carbon layer on it now. So let's shut this door. So we're going to go to the outside of the cooking chamber. Looks awesome. Nice glaze to it. That's what you want. It's going to protect that metal. I think we even seasoned the badge here, but I'll clean that later. So the inside looks basically brand new. As you can see, there's no visible rust. Look at the lid here. No visible rust. It's looking really, really good. I think she's ready to cook on. I'm ready to throw a brisket right there. And then during the cook, we actually added the stack extension, which helped with the draw of the fire. And then eventually it's going to help even out these temperatures on the grate. So then that'll make it a little bit easier to cook. But you guys subscribe down below. Let me know any videos you want me to do coming up. But I think I'm very happy with this thing. I'm so ready to cook on it. You know I'm going to make a couple of videos on it. But till next time, guys. See you down the road.